Hello everyone, and welcome to another edition of Preaching to the Choir Ministries. And today I want to help uneducated atheists understand what evolution is a little bit better than what they think they already know it. Apparently they don't know the difference between microevolution and macroevolution. And just to help out the atheist community out there, microevolution is when you see variations within the kinds. If a male dog and a female dog have sex and they have offspring, the dog is going to come out looking slightly different, with a little bit of the characteristics between the mother and the father. Okay, and the dog is going to look slightly different. And no matter how many generations you go forward, it's always going to be a dog. That is the position that I hold and many other Christians hold. We don't even like calling it evolution. We like to call it variations within the kinds. Okay, macroevolution is what the atheist community actually believes. Okay, for example, they believe that if enough of these changes happen over a long period of time, that somehow the dog is no longer going to be a dog. It's going to be another animal altogether. And I've been noticing ever since we've smartened up and learned how to argue against evolution, or myself at least, is that I noticed that they're only arguing for microevolution, which is my position. They don't argue for the position of macroevolution. They don't believe that a dog will become a non-dog. I've heard Jade say this. I've heard Brenda recently in my Google Hangout say this. Steve McRae said it. A lot of people have said it in the scientific community that a dog would never become a non-dog. And I have to tell you this. If you believe that, then you have two problems. Number one, you don't believe in the theory of evolution as it is taught in your textbooks. That's number one. And number two, we're not related to orangutans, walnuts, apples, and other animals and whatnot. Okay? If human beings are only giving birth to human beings, then I can't possibly be related to a dog. See, in order for that to happen, we have to have this common ancestor that you guys don't like to talk about. What is this common ancestor that's related to all other creatures out there to say that we're all related? You understand? You better stick to your macroevolution, because in my next Google Hangout, I'm going to be questioning you guys hard on this. And I know you're going to have to contradict what science says about this and what you say about this. Because I believe that there's science, which is variations within the kinds, and then there's your religion. Your religion, and that will be macroevolution. That is that eventually this dog is going to become something other than a dog. And you keep denying the fact that that's what you believe, yet that's what you have to believe if we're all related. Because at one point or another, there was a time when there were no such thing as gray wolves. It had to be something other than a gray wolf. And it wasn't a dog-like creature either. It wasn't a canine or anything like that. It wasn't a feline. It wasn't nothing like that. You understand what I'm saying? The intellectual dishonesty coming out of the atheist community. The people who pretend to be atheists, people who don't really exist, the misotheists and the anti-theists, the people who think everything is subjective, the people that don't even like using the dictionary, are the people that's confusing the general public about what evolution is. I understand full well what I believe. I believe that there are variations within the kinds, and you believe that over a long period of time, a dog is no longer a dog. That a dog becomes, how you doing? That a dog eventually will become something other than a dog. And that's what you believe about evolution. If you don't believe me, you guys can go check out some of these debates that are online. Check out Iron Raw. Like, there are people that talk about how this stuff is possible over a long period of time. You know what I mean? And then you'll get a couple of atheists, well, I wouldn't argue it that way. When I was in high school, I just believed that a dog was always going to be a dog. You know what I mean? Just to stay out of trouble, to be able to prove that there are no transitional fossils. Because when they say that a dog is always going to be a dog, they admit that they don't have no transitional fossils. They admit that they don't have no history. And they admit that they don't have all this evidence that they claim that they got. So I just wanted to point that out, guys, that I believe in microevolution, variations within the kinds. I don't, however, believe that over a long period of time, even if I gave you trillions of years, you're not going to get something other than the dog. Please understand that's my position. Your position is a religious one in which you have faith and you believe that over a long period of time, that dog is going to look like something other than a dog. It's going to be something other than a dog. And don't forget, it is you guys out there that's saying that birds are dinosaurs and dinosaurs are birds. Remember, it's you people out there saying that, not me. Because when I say things like that, back up my claims with something called evidence. And quick shout out to Scientist Sam. How you doing, Scientist Sam? I greatly appreciate you telling everyone on YouTube that your time is not valuable to be able to educate your uneducated atheist community about what evolution is. And I appreciate you just being busy, you know, because these guys need to get in their books and study. I mean, you ain't got no time to teach these morons here on the internet. You only got time to go in your laboratory and play with your Kool-Aid. You don't got time to teach these people anything. And until next time, uneducated atheists, read your Bible and do what it says. God bless.